potato cake because it was looking good on the way up here. Hello, everyone. I met Angela Basset when I was 10 years old. I was more starstruck than you'd expect a 10-year-old to be. Maybe it's because she was Michael Jackson's mother. You a lie, and you a cheat, and I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you. Or maybe it was the fact that she beat Ike's ass in the back of that car. Or maybe it was when she played Rita, the object of affection of an obsessive vampire played by Eddie Murphy. Underrated classic. I think it's safe to say that I was an Angela Basset fan even at the tender age of 10. When I got the chance to work with her on Akeelah and the Bee, she taught me 2 important things. Never get eyelash extensions because they tear my eyelashes out and never grow back. And be careful with micro braids around my edges, also tender hair that could never grow back. As you can see, I still have my lashes at my edges, so I took heed. But there was a third piece of advice that I didn't quite metabolize until I was an adult. We were doing a scene in the movie where I needed to cry. And this is the part in the movie where Dr. Larrabee no longer wants to help Akeelah prepare for the bee. And I always cried just fine, usually by force or thinking of sad things. But that day, I couldn't. Not anyone, my mom, the director, could help me find the emotion. Until Angela, who so calmly took my hand and asked, "Who helps you with everything?" I said, "My mom." And she said, "What would it feel like if your mom no longer wanted to help you? If she didn't help you with your lines, take you to your auditions, how would that make you feel?" And just then, right there, the tears started rolling. Dr. Larry don't want to work with me, and all these people are expecting me to win. She made that happen, like that. And she was teaching me not just how to cry on cue, but how to not tear myself apart to get there. Being an actor is a passion career, but it's one that can be plagued with extraction, often bought notoriety that attempts to overwrite impact, and validation that rarely comes from institutions when you are a person of color. Things I've watched Angela Basset never adhere to. Angela's work has always superseded any limitation that could be put on a person in any industry. She is not only excellence, she is coherence. She is grace. She has survived not only to share her gift with the world, but her spirit intact. Clarity on who you are as a person and a performer in an industry who's built on perception is the greatest thing she's taught me of all. And she never had to say a word for that one. All I had to do was watch. I'm still watching you, Miss Angela Basset. And imitating you is the greatest form of flattery I could show for the inspiration that you have been to me. You are one of a kind, an icon, a Leo, and a brilliant example of what any performer could hope to be. You set the standard, and here's the proof.
Believe it or not, there was a time before Angela Basset ever graced our screens. Thankfully, a relatively short one. Born Angela Evelyn Basset in New York, New York, but growing up in Florida, Angela's love of the arts would eventually land her at Yale, where acting, in the words of August Wilson, would turn that love into a passion that would first be nourished by the New York stage and eventually Hollywood, where she would quickly become a respected working actor on shows like Ryan's Hope, Spencer for Hire, and 30-something. So by the time she appeared in John Singleton's revolutionary Boys in the Hood, it was clear she was already a master of her craft.
It's no different from what mothers have been doing from the beginning of time. It's just too bad more brothers won't do the same. Brother Malcolm.
And her tender portrayal of Betty Shabazz, alongside Denzel Washington and Spike Lee's masterpiece, Malcolm X.
I love you, Betty.
Would only serve to reinforce that glowing and growing reputation. But it would be her next major project that would launch her into the stratosphere as the legendary Tina Turner in the biopic, What's Love Got to Do With It?
I'll give up all that other stuff, but only if I get to keep my name. I worked too hard for it.
A universally acclaimed performance that would transform her from actor to movie star. And though many assumed she was a shoo-in for both an Oscar and BAFTA that year, inexplicably it was not to be. But thankfully, she would still leave award season with a Golden Globe and an NAACP Image Award. But now, firmly established as a star, Angela would rise again in Forest Whitaker's Waiting to Exhale.
I need somebody to hold me. Even if it is a damn lie.
A film that would explore the intricate and complex lives and loves of a group of Black women. And this would become a signature for Angela throughout her career. Seemingly effortless portrayals of all facets of Black womanhood. From the dramatic to exploring our desires and sensuality in seminal films like How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Because really, who better than Angela Bassett to authentically portray the nuanced experiences of Black women? Perhaps that's why we trust her so implicitly to humanize our heroes, reflect our historical figures,
Malcolm lives in each of us,
and lay bare the frailties and strengths of mother and sisterhood. From Rosa Parks and Coretta Scott King, Katherine Jackson and Valletta Wallace, to her heartbreaking performance as Lena Waithe's mother in the award-winning Master of None.
It is hard enough being a Black woman in this world. Now you want to add something else to it.
Angela Bassett always brings an elegant gravitas to every role she touches. And somehow nothing encapsulates that more than her portrayal of Queen Ramonda in Ryan Coogler's game-changing Black Panther. A performance that would reach an unforgettable crescendo in the emotional and poignant sequel, Wakanda Forever.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Though her performance again landed her an Oscar and BAFTA nod, and despite having given her all and doing her thing, history would again repeat itself.
and I gotta say, that is some bullshit.
But always iconic, she would continue to dominate television airwaves as an ensemble regular and audience favorite on Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story. A creative relationship that would continue when she would star in and co-executive produce his hugely popular 911 series, as well as the spin-offs 911 Lone Star and 911 Nashville. So whether as an actor, director, or producer with husband Courtney B. Vance, Angela has remained a shining star throughout both her professional career and more private passions. Her charity, No Diabetes by Heart, inspired by her mother, or her support for youth programs for the arts. She has remained the epitome of unapologetic womanhood on screen and off. And though in 2024 the Academy celebrated her huge contribution to cinema with an honorary Oscar, we know there should have been many, many more sitting on her mantle at home. And that's why we here at ABFF Honors are particularly proud to present this year's Excellence in the Arts Award to an unrivaled actor, producer, director, advocate, wife, and mother. Our favorite president, priestess, pioneer, and prophet. Our real-life queen of the silver screen. The incredible, the magnificent, Miss Angela Bassett.
Distinguished guests, the 2026 ABFF Honors Excellence in the Arts Award recipient, the incomparable Angela Bassett.
Thank you all so very much. To Jeff and Nicole, the American Black Film Festival founders and visionaries, the builders of this sacred space, thank you for seeing me. Thank you for seeing us. Being honored here in a room that understands the weight and the wonder of our stories is deeply meaningful. I accept this ABFF Honors Excellence in the Arts Award with gratitude, humility, and a thankful, full heart. Now, y'all done got me thinking a lot about excellence lately. What it really means. Endurance, commitment, the decision to keep showing up, even when circumstances feel heavy, even when the welcome feels uncertain, even when the world tells you, explicitly or quietly, that there may no longer be room for you. Someone said earlier, and it's true, we are living in a moment where the language of inclusion and belonging is being challenged, rebranded, and in some cases erased altogether. Words that once felt like promise and possibility are now treated as words to avoid. And this shift has landed in our very real lives, real careers, and real dreams. At the same time, our industry is transforming at lightning speed. Technology is moving faster than wisdom. Business models are shifting under our feet. Stories are being shortened, flattened, and sometimes stripped of their soul in the name of efficiency and projected progress. And in moments like this, I believe it's fair and necessary to ask, where do Black creatives, we, fit into this future? Who gets to imagine it? Who gets to participate? Who gets to decide? I came into this business at a time when there were very few examples that told me that a Black woman could live a full, complex, enduring life on screen, and even fewer that suggested that she could shape what happens behind the camera. But what carried me forward was community. What pushed me to keep going was hope. Those Black men and women who made room, those peers who told the truth, those audiences who showed up anyway, and a persistent sacred belief that our stories are not trends, they are truths. Targets are being put on our backs as people by those at the highest heights of power in the world. And the only way to combat such vitriol and racism and misinformation about who we are is to keep telling our own stories by showing the power of our individual and collective journeys, and to not just show the world the kings and queens that we have always been, but to also show them that we do belong, we do matter, and we are not going anywhere because we are home. No one gets to determine or define our full humanity but our God. So, when I look at this moment, challenging as it is, hope is still what sustains me. My hope for the future is not simply that we are included. My hope is that we are empowered. I hope we move beyond first and onlys, beyond symbolism without infrastructure. I hope we invest not just in talent, but in longevity, in ownership, in mentorship, in legacy. And I hope when the cultural winds shift, as they always do, we do not retreat from one another, but that we pull together. To the young artists in this room, and those watching who are wondering if there's still a place for you, hear me and hear me well. You belong here. Your voice matters. And this industry is better when you are shaping it. And to those with power, real power, I challenge you, be brave. Choose courage over comfort. To understand that the future of film and television will not be saved by playing it safe, but by allowing us all to have a voice and a presence. Tonight, I accept this award, this honor, not as a finish line, but as a reminder of responsibility, a reminder of possibility, a reminder of the work that's still ahead. And I thought it appropriate to close with words from our beloved ancestor, Harriet Tubman. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember that you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world. Thank you for continuing to dream. Thank you for believing and pushing forward our stories. And thank you for imagining a future where excellence includes not just some, but all of us. God bless you real good. And thank you.